Lady Sham, rep nonetheless. Sorry, guys, a bit late. Just a little bit late, but better late than never, eh? So, kaboom, we're in the building. We're in the building. Shouts out to Coach Malachi for directing some of the traffic here. Massively appreciated, as always, sir. So, why Bernard Hopkins doubts Errol Spence eye injury? Well, we saw that Malachi pretty much chopped it up. And let me just say hello to everybody in the building. Thomas, kaboom. Dimitir, kaboom. Ray, kaboom. Graham Taylor, kaboom. Silvestre, kaboom. Oh, there's a few of you. Dude, bro, kaboom. Diallo, Huggy. I always call it Diallo or Diallo, Huggy. Gerald, kaboom. Everybody in the building. We can keep going. I'm scrolling. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Oh yeah. Phone. Okay. This guy. Okay. Do you know what? I'm wondering. Where's Oh, okay. We've already got a super chat. Hang on, copied. Fight fan figures in the building. Thank you, Bam Bam, Lady Shannon, chat gang. Enjoy the show. Yeah, we will. Thanks, Lee. Massively appreciated. We're gonna chop it up. You know how we do. Let me just get 1 second. Un momento. Right. So we were talking about, right, this is an open panel, so feel free to join, right, and explain or chop it up about what I think people have been scared to say. I said to Coach Malachi that people shouldn't be scared to question things. Like, I always tell people this, yeah. I grew up in a Catholic school, right? Let me get the positioning right. Positioning right is key out here. I grew up in Catholic school, right? And I always asked the priest things that didn't ever make sense. And I wasn't as afraid to do so, even though I got told to get out of the class more times than none. But at the end of the day, how I'm referring this to the Errol Spence thing. Listen, if this would be shut down, guys, we're in the age of transparency. This would all be shut down. All we need is, I know it sounds bad in this age of transparency, send on your x-rays. Send on your MRI results. Send on the doctor that you give your permission to state what's happened, an official doctor dealing with obviously your case. This would shut down so many things. And then we've got little mini Maidana. All of a sudden, he's got an eye injury. Salute, Jerome. He's got an eye injury. So what is this telling you? So Bernard Hopkins, I need to actually find it. Let me, because I know you guys have seen it, but we need to play it. We do need to play it. Where did I find it? Where was it? It was on Twitter, and I got to see who tweeted it, or is it on YouTube? Let me just see. Hang on, and let me put myself on this monitor over here so I can see what's going on. Jano. Okay. Is that me over there? Yeah, that's me live. So let's see. No Lisa Bells at the minute. Big up Queen Lisa Bells though. Prior engagement. Okay, cool. Right. So what I want to do is find out where this this was, because I want to look on YouTube. I had the link. Actually, I had the direct link. Hang on, let me just not be lazy, and then we'll talk about it. The link's in the chat. Anybody that wants to have a little word, but I've got to do all this. Hang on. Where was it? What do you guys think about it? Bait or not bait? Because I'm in two minds of what Bernard Hopkins said. Yes, I don't know if the injury was fake or real. If the injury is real, always nothing but, the best and recovery. But if the injury is fake, that's foul. But the injury could be real. And the reason for why the fight is still not happening coincides with this cancellation. Because what I don't get is, all right, so the fight's just cancelled. Manny goes on and fights Ugas as his farewell, his last charade. Ugas. Isn't that an anti-climax? Wouldn't it have been better? He said it's legacy. Wouldn't it have been better to leave fighting Errol Spence? But anyway, 1 second. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay. Here it. Hang on. Here it is. 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 So okay, let me just see this, because it's on Twitter. This has been everywhere. I know some of you guys have seen it, and I know maybe some of you guys haven't. Go on. What are you saying? It's not unusual. While this comes up, it's not unusual for boxers to suffer injuries. They literally get punched for a living. I won't disbelieve until evidence comes out that proves. Yeah, but where's the evidence to prove that he has got the injury? This is what I'm saying. Because remember, this is keep the same energy time. Mr. Ronin 7x9. Basically, when Tyson Fury got COVID, whether we all believed it or not, it was said, oh, look, he's ducking Wilder, the guy that he beat technically twice. A draw, then a beat down. Oh, he's ducking. Then when it was Anthony Joshua, oh, he's ducking Deontay Wilder. He's ducking. When Big Mouth Eddie Hearn came out and said, oh, for the Usyk fight, we don't know if we can't beat down in the middle, we just give up that WBO belt, like, yeah. Do you remember that? Oh, and even though Anthony Joshua never said nothing, oh, Anthony Joshua was ducking. Oh, do you remember? Okay. Now, David Benavidez is pulled out of his fight because he's got COVID. I don't hear anyone going, because he's a PBC fighter, do we hear anyone going, oh, no, he's ducked? Look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't hear anything what you guys are saying. So I can't take anybody serious. Hi, Mr. TY. What's up? Yeah, we on panel chopping it up. Right now about what do you think about Errol Spence? I'd like to, because I know you love it. I know that's your guy and your dude. Okay. So, it's on YouTube, so I can get it off YouTube, can I? Just making show. Hang on, guys, because I want to show you it. And then you let me know if you can see it. Okay, let me have a look. Let me have a ganders. Because it's not unusual. It's not unusual, Tom. It's not unusual to be. Big up Paul Jones. We have to big up the Willis crew on massive roll here. Isn't it? I wonder if this comes up on my history. Now that I just looked at it. I hate people that don't label their things properly. I'm introducing. Introducing Coach Malachi. He's not in his chair. Where did he go?
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm trying to get the thing up so that I could show them the Bernard. What we're saying.
Oh, Bernard Hopkins? Yeah. I have him right. Wait, do I? Yeah, I have him right.
Can you share though on my thing?
Let me see. I think. Let me see. Let me
If
see.
you can share.
Yeah. Hold on.
We got the man with the technology. I could do it, but I had to. They've labeled it not Bernard Hopkins says this. They've labeled it, bad labeling. Who's really gonna?
No. Wait a minute. Oh,
Oh, I
well,
can see it down at the
show
bottom.
in the
Yeah.
show. Everyone
Oh
can
yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah. I could add it to the stream. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Will it play though? Let me take the banner off. 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know if
Will it play or is it just showing?
Oh no, no. I can play it. You wanted to play?
Yeah, I want it to play. We won't. Will I get copy strike for that? I don't know.
You might not. You might not get a copyright strike on
No,
this.
yeah, just play it.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Only thing I can do is listen what you said to me and listen what I've heard. But that's conversation, and that's what they said happened. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not true. I like Spence. I respect Spence. I know he always ready for any challenge. But I just think I just have some suspicions about this whole thing, to be honest with you. Because I just think that the way it manifests and came out suddenly real fast and no one knew it before is to me just, and I've been around a long time and I understand certain things that's said because of other things. I'll just say stay tuned if you hear something else other than what everyone was given or was told. I think it's more to the story than what it is. But if it's true, I just wish him a speedy recovery, but I had to say that first because I want to be the first one that people say, well, what did I know that everybody else didn't know, or what did I know that few other people did know, but nobody was bold enough and brave enough to say it.
Right.
And again,
Okay.
if it's the case, then I think we all should see it.
Well, so for what I'm seeing here again, like it looks like Bernard Hopkins. He's saying that he said that be on the lookout for if we hear something else that could be the reason why. It's as though that and then I'm going to play it because he says something about. Well, I don't want to jump ahead of it, but
no, go.
He says something about it could be business or it could be a lack of business.
This is which one it is.
I'm like, he knows something that we don't know. Like basically the official story that we've received is not why this fight was posted out, set off or whatever the case may be. It's something else. I firmly believe it. Now I believed it before I even seen this interview.
Yeah, I know.
Because when we did the show on Wednesday, I think this interview came out yesterday. Yeah, it came out yesterday. Yeah, and someone sent it to me. But let's continue.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think might be the other issue? Maybe not the eye, or
it could be a lot of issues. It could be business. It could be lack of. It could be a lot of things. I mean, the whole thing is right now is considered. This was been told, and most people probably will believe it, and most people will never even dare to question it or say, "Well, give me little details of it." I'm the type person, if something happened to me, I'll show an x-ray to the world of boxing. Let them know, look, I'm ready to fight. I got an x-ray, look. It's a hairline fracture or it's a straight cut through broken bone. Because, when there's, and let me tell you something, detached retina or slight detached retina is no joke. You got to take that serious, and nobody will want to play and say they have something that they don't have. They're like somebody say they got cancer and they don't have it, right? So I'm just saying, I'm always suspicious about things coming out of nowhere And I know most people are gullible, and they would eat it and they would take it and they would repeat it. Like I don't repeat anything. I'm conscious of repeating anything that that I don't have more to it, and I got other questions or I got other reasons to think different. And I would say that, like I said, if it's the case, then I wish Errol Spence a speedy recovery. I think he's the future Hall of Famer. Just been getting bad deals. If that's the case on that issue, if it's something else, then somebody else will reveal it. If not, then it will go away and hopefully they'll reschedule. But there's nothing to play with.
So it's something that he said here, right? That I just caught. He said that
he keeps getting bad deals.
Not just bad deals, but he knew that people would say something if they put this narrative out, not narrative, but they put this out there that people would be, they would eat it up and just take it and run with it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you caught that. Wait, let me show you. Hold on.
Somebody said they got cancer and they don't have it, right? So I'm just saying, I'm always suspicious about things coming out of nowhere. And I know most people are gullible, and they would eat it and they would take it and they would repeat it.
Okay, so he said that's what I was talking about. He said he's always suspicious when things come out of nowhere, and he know that people are gullible. They'll just take it up, take it, and eat it. Now, from what I'm seeing that's going on, with these Alphabet Boy channels and their supporters and the PBC ass kissers, they're taking it and running with it. But I believe that they're taking it and running with it because it supports their narrative.
Of course.
Not necessarily because it's true, but because it fits their narrative. They're going to take it and run with it. So someone like me or you or anyone who dares, like what he said, they're questioning it because because right now Errol Spence is supposed to receive what? The sympathy card.
Yeah.
I have no problem with any of that. The only problem I have is if it was Anthony Joshua, would these same people give him the sympathy card, the benefit of the doubt? The answer is no. If it was, and I'm not a fan of Tyson Fury, but if it's Tyson Fury, he pulled out because he had COVID, would he get the sympathy card? Will we hear, oh no, man, we got to see what the doctors know or what the medical staff saying and stuff like that? No, we wouldn't see any of that. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of flim-flam shenanigans going on right now, and I'm just not buying it. I don't care nothing about we gotta, listen, man, you can't say anything or he got to get the sympathy card. Damn all that, because if it was Anthony Joshua, he wouldn't get no sympathy, and they definitely not gonna get Tyson Fury no sympathy. You see what I'm saying? So cut it out, man.
But the thing that was telling what he said, like he said that Errol Spence has always been getting bad deals, and it may basically be equated to that. If you just listen to what he said, it's about bad deals, and if the business is, go back and listen just to that.
But I thought the bad deal was about Errol Spence like getting into accidents.
I don't know. Play it. Let me hear it because it may be different. It's just because that
was it about right here? What is it about? Let me see.
Something happened to me, I'll show an x-ray to the world of boxing. Let them know, look, I'm ready to fight. I got an x-ray, look. It's a hairline fracture or it's a straight cut through broken bone. Because,
I wonder, was it here?
And let me tell you something. Detached retina or a slight detached retina,
it's coming up.
No joke.
Yeah. You
got to take that serious, and nobody will want to play and say they have something that they don't have. They're like somebody say they got cancer and they don't have it, right? So I'm just saying, I'm always suspicious about things coming out of nowhere. And I know most people are gullible, and they would eat it and they would take it and they would repeat it. Like I don't repeat anything. I'm conscious of repeating anything that I don't have more to it. And I got other questions.
Yeah, he probably already said it, yeah.
Yeah, go back. I think he said it from when he talked.
I'll say that, like I said, if it's the case, then I wish Errol Spence a speedy
He said it
recovery. I think he's
He said it already?
I think he did.
Hall of Famer. Just
Yeah.
been getting bad deals.
No,
Okay.
That's the case.
right here. No, he
Just
did.
been getting bad deals.
So
A speedy recovery. I think he's the future Hall of Famer. Just been getting bad deals. That's the case on that issue. If it's something else, then somebody else.
he's been getting bad. Oh, so you're
Yeah,
thinking that he's talking about the business?
Because he says, and if that's the case, then somebody will come out and say.
He's not talking about the business, Chan.
I don't know. Well, if you just
He's
listen
talking about what he's saying.
life,
He said verbatim. He said Errol Spence is a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
It's just he's been getting bad deals with this incident, the other incident. He's talking about the car accident.
Play it from there, Mal. Play it from.
No, I think I
just want to hear something. Just play it from there. Just want to play just something that I also heard. Just play it from there. Yeah, from there.
And I would say that, like I said, if it's the case, then I wish Errol Spence a speedy recovery. I think he's the future Hall of Famer. Just been getting bad deals. If that's the case on that issue. If it's something else, then somebody else will reveal it. If not, then it will.
So what does that mean then? If he's talking about bad deals, and if that's the case, and if that's someone will just reveal about he keeps getting bad deals in life.
He said if he gets bad deals, he said if he's been getting bad deals, and if it is something else, then somebody else will probably reveal it.
Yeah, but how's that in the same context with because he said he's been getting bad deals? And I know what I mean. You guys, I know what I mean, because when you pair those two up, it's not the. It doesn't mean the same thing. It's not. He wouldn't say, "Oh, he's been getting bad deals," but if somebody knows otherwise, they would be. And if it's not, and if somebody knows otherwise, it will all be revealed. If you're trying to say someone gets bad deal in life health-wise, you wouldn't pair it up with the next statement that he says. So for me, everybody's different. I took that as whether he's been getting bad deals doesn't mean his business. He's been getting the bad end of the deal. But if anybody knows anything more than this, then it will be revealed. That's how I take it. But it just resonated me when I just heard it that way with those two put together. Because but I could be wrong, but that's just how I heard it in my brain.
That's how you heard it. Shit, we can't be mad at that. That's how you heard it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The dude, Bernard. The reason Bernard says what he says is because we have to remember as fans who've been watching this sport for a while, right? That Bernard is different than these new school fighters. Bernard actually gives a shit about legacy. These guys don't. They follow Floyd. And what was one of Floyd's most famous quotes? My kids can't eat no belts. They don't care about that kind of stuff. They don't care what I think. They don't care what Chan thinks. Coach, they don't give a shit what you think. They care about the bag. That's all they care about. They don't care about legacy. Any of these dudes tell you they care about legacy, they lying. And the reason you know they lying, you can watch the way that they move. They don't move like legendary fighters. They're not going out there trying to make the big fights, no matter who it is. Who's the guy? That's the guy. Line him up. I want that guy. Ain't no who's doing that. You tell me today, in boxing today, who is doing that?
No one.
You know what? No, you know what?
Anthony Joshua is the only one that's moving half-assed like a champion because he's fighting all his mandatories.
Yeah.
The rest of these dudes are not. Canelo is not. None of these dudes are moving like legends.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have to listen to it again, but I interpret it as though he's saying that Errol's been getting bad deals, like bad breaks, like he got in the car accident.
That's how I took it.
Yeah, but who can out you after? Like you got to listen to what he says after. If that was the case, cool. But who can out? Who can out like out. What's the word to give out?
No,
the
I know what you're
I know what
saying,
you're
but
saying.
personal bad rates.
right, no, this how I took it. He's been getting bad deals from accidents and stuff like that in life. But if there's something else, like it's more to it behind the story, there's more to it
Then it will come out.
than what was initially put
Say
out
it one
there.
more time.
Someone
One more
will,
time.
you know what I mean? That's how I,
It's exactly how I took it.
Oh,
The way
damn
you
it.
said it,
Yeah,
Coach, is exactly how I took it.
I just might be just a bit old dicko me, but I
think-
yeah. Let me just.
I think there's some Al Heyman stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's about.
Because I don't think he's had. Yeah, he's had bad luck. He's had a car crash. But I haven't seen Errol unless I've missed something because I haven't always been tapped in to Errol Spence Jr. I wouldn't say he's a fighter that's had religious bad luck, like religious bad deals. I wouldn't have said I could name many a fighter that has, but it wouldn't have been Errol Spence. So that's why I didn't take it as, oh, he's had bad deals. How? Yeah, I'm not saying that the car crash wasn't a bad deal. But when you say someone had bad deals, you think that it's been continuous. Where has it been?
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's have a listen.
The bad deal thing is I understand what you're saying with the deal, but I don't think he's having bad financial deals. I think he's getting he's getting paid pretty well.
He did say that his career. Who was saying that his career hasn't been? I think we was talking yesterday, Shelton, and somebody equated that sometimes his career could be a bit Andrade-ish, where it hasn't been fulfilled to the maximum quota as it could have been. I'm not sure.
But that's a promoter saying that. Promoters say that all the time. Like,
no, it wasn't a promoter. It was us on the live yesterday. It was somebody, one of the fighters said that. A fighter said that. I've watched so much information. I can't tell you. I'd be doing you guys a disservice by making something up, which I wouldn't do. But yeah, somebody did equate that Errol Spence's career. This is why I took it like that. Career hasn't been the pinnacle of what it could be. So when I hear, the bad deals, I just equated it from what I heard yesterday to now just hearing that.
Actually, it's the contrary. I think his career has been, like Al Heyman, the way they move. Al Heyman, like Errol Spence is his star player. Mm-hmm. I think that's facts. I think everyone knows that he is the favorite son with Al Heyman. It's going to be him and it's going to be Deontay Wilder, right? Everybody else is just y'all chilling. You know what I mean? But Errol Spence is that guy for them. So I think he's been getting his fights. PBC doesn't do cross promotional fights, as you know. So,
but this is why it's hindered his career to a degree. Yeah, just because he's got a couple of the belts or whatever. Yeah, I get it, and it may not look like a hindrance, but if you look at fighters in the past that would be able to cross the street, they've been able to achieve in a shorter period of time or at a similar period of time more and fought better level of opponent. We're only getting, bruv, Errol Spence ain't that guy like that.
But this is
you got to take into account too, Chan, that the level of competition for those greats back then was way higher. There's not too many good welterweights out there. There's not too many good super welterweights out there. I just ain't that good nowadays.
I just think that he hasn't been forced to fight all right, we've got Bud Crawford. I just don't think he's the guy like that, like how other people think he is.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
I don't think he's had a stellar career thus far. I hear people saying he's an all-time great potential. I don't know yet until it would have been an ATG if he would have fought Manny Pacquiao. I just don't see this stellar career. I don't see it. Maybe it's just something with me, but I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but I'm going to ask you a question. I don't see it either. And Coach knows I say it all the time. I don't see it. But name, besides Crawford, let's take Crawford out the equation. Mm-hmm. Name the other top welterweights that are serious challengers to Errol Spence. Name them.
Now, there was Amir Khan.
Name.
Amir Khan, Sherman. I'm just naming the ones that was there. There's not been
all of them on the PBC side. So even
all as well as with him.
Coach, I wouldn't care. Coach, I wouldn't care if they was on the Navy or the Army side. I don't care. They're not that good. They're not that good. Bottom line, they're not that good.
In comparison to what? When you say they're not that good, what are you comparing it to?
The old school.
To the McCallums. To the Donald Currys.
Yeah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the James Hard Rock Greens. They're not that good.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't even want to say Pernell Whitaker's.
The
Della Hoyas, the Winky Wrights.
De La Hoya went to 154, so he kind of excelled there, like obviously, but he's excellent at 154 is De La Hoya.
No, at 147, he was pretty good. He was pretty good at 147 before he moved up. So, but what I'm saying is, just even in that crop, you can't compare these with. I mean, the talent level's not there here. You know what I mean? Especially when you go to talk about Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. I mean, if they look at Sean Porter as being, he's the guy, he's the monster in this division, like they're saying, I know these guys know nothing about the welterweight division from the past.
There's Big Al. He's here on the show with us. Cap.
You know
So
what
I'm saying is, so where's everybody's view with with the eye? Is it real? Is it not? Let's just clear it now. Let's just go around the panel, starting with Malachi, then Shelton, then high bold, and we'll go to bold, and
I think
and we'll go from there. Hi, Big Al.
I think the eye injury is real. But again, he got an eye injury because he was getting his ass whooped in sparring. Period. So we're gonna say the eye injury is real, but it's not like he was watching Housewives of Atlanta at home and he just got a slight tear in his retina. Someone did that to him in order for him to get that slight tear. If you get what I'm saying. So this is Shelton, Bo, this is the issue that I have with this. The guy who Ugas is supposed to fight mysteriously has a cut under his eye now. First they said that he received the same similar injury to Errol Spence on the left eye. Now somebody sent me a picture of this guy Fabian Maidana having a deep cut under his eye.
Oh, did they?
Hold on. I want you to bold. I want you to see this and shut. I want you to see this.
I ain't
the smartest guy in the world. You know what I mean? But my GED education tells me this is some bullshit. Now, show me this here. This is supposed to be Fabian Maidana. This is supposed to be his eye, this eye injury. Now, of course, as you can see, this is not. I don't think he has a torn retina because they a slight tear retina. They said that he had a slight. They said that he had a similar injury to Errol Spence. This was the report that was put out by Boxing News 24, not by the PBC, any of that. Okay, you follow me so far. Now, let me ask you a question. He has a championship fight coming up with Ugas. What headgear was he wearing to where he get a punch like this, a cut under his eye?
What glove was he wearing? What glove was
No. They spar with headgear, right? So
yeah,
he wasn't wearing no headgear to get that.
He exactly. He couldn't have been wearing no headgear to get a cut like that under his eye. That's one. Now, two, we hear that, the reason why Errol Spence got a torn retina in his eye was because he was sparring. Sorry about that. Was because he was sparring. Hold on, someone see. He was sparring with no headgear. Okay, the reason why Errol Spence got sorry about that, guys. Someone just dropped the package off. The reason why Errol Spence received a torn retina because he was sparring without headgear. Okay, cool. So was this guy sparring without headgear as well?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And why was you, if so?
This is the question that I have. Sorry about that if I'm yelling. This is the question that I have. Is this guy sparring without headgear as well? Because Sheldon, explain this to me, sir. Can you now? I'm not a pro or anything, but I boxed with headgear before in the amateurs. I mean, when I was younger for 5 years. If he was wearing headgear, who was he fighting? Deontay Wilder?
This is what I want to know.
That's right. Yeah, because he was wearing headgear. That part of his face would be protected. He wouldn't have that injury.
Exactly. So my point is this here. This is my thing. Okay, so him and Errol Spence coincidentally were not wearing headgear. So Errol Spence was not wearing headgear. He could receive the torn retina. This guy was not wearing headgear. They said he had a torn retina, only to find out that, quote unquote, this is what he looks like now. He didn't receive a torn retina. He got a cut under his eye. So coincidentally, two guys having a championship fight. Yes, I know. Two guys having a championship fight has an eye injury on the left side. Coincidentally.
Yeah, but what does that mean to you then? So if you're getting these coincidentals, what is the assumptions that you're coming up with? You're saying that the injury, you believe the injury was real. So what's the assumption then of you saying two guys coming up with the similar injuries? What then? What are you? What?
Okay, this what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. Now, I don't have no proof. I have to put a disclaimer. I don't have any proof. I think that Errol Spence was getting his ass whooped in sparring. He got the little torn retina, whatever the case may be. I saw his Instagram. He didn't look good. And Sheldon, did you look at the Mean Machine and Virgil Ortiz weigh in today?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see how good the Mean Machine looked? And you see how good Virgil Ortiz looked?
Yeah, they look like they was on weight. They look like they was hydrated. They look pretty good.
Now, but they made the weight though. They made the weight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like they was on weight. They look real good. They didn't look like they was drained or nothing.
And healthy as well.
Now, did you see the picture of Errol Spence in the gym 6 days ago with Derrick James? The picture
he
that
looked like a 135er.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I saw that.
Did he look healthy to you in comparison to Mean Machine and Ortiz?
He didn't look like those two guys.
Now, guess what? Mean Machine is 5'9", the same height as Errol Spence. And guess how tall Ortiz is? Ortiz
about
is
5'11", 6 foot, something like that.
5'11".
Yeah, he's tall. So now here's the thing, but I'm hearing what Coach is saying.
Look so weight drained.
Well, Errol told you. He told you that after his last fight that he didn't have too many more fights at 147. 147 is killing him. It's killing him to make the weight. Right. It's time for him to move up. Right. But here's the thing. I'm listening to what Coach said, and I feel the same way. I'm not saying that Errol Spence's injury is real, because there's no way a kid would back out of the biggest fight of his career and his biggest payday if he could fight. He can't fight. I believe that. Now, my man Maidana, on the other hand, that's where the shenanigans come in. Because, see, two people having the exact same injury at the exact same time, you asked me to believe a whole lot. I believe Errol Spence. I don't believe Fabian Maidana.
Well, you can see he's got the injury, but
I don't believe him.
He probably
he got punched in his eye. It don't look like no damn torn retina. It look like he got punched in his eye.
Someone just punched him in his eye. Weren't inspiring.
And you got to remember, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way live.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Fabian Maidana? Nobody gives a shit about Fabian Maidana.
No, they don't.
He can come or he can go. Nobody cares. Never heard of him before this fight. Bo, you heard of him?
Bo, you think?
A little side.
But you was digging. That wasn't somebody that's a household name now, is it?
Nah.
It's not somebody that's talked about in the chats around here now, is it?
What do you think about this? Where do your thoughts lie, Bold, on this whole scenario?
All right. Before I get my answer, I'm gonna ask a question. Did y'all ever used to watch the Martin Lawrence show?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
All right. Do you remember that episode when Martin, Tommy, and Cole was playing against the WNBA players?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it was like, "Yo, we ain't gonna win this game," so they faked the injury.
When I was watching Martin was such a long time ago.
Now, I mean, this is where, for me, it comes in at. I can't say Errol might have faked the injury. I think what happened was, and this is just my conspiracy, I think he was due for a surgery for so many years, right? And I don't know what the ticket sales was like. And the fact of the matter, like I say, he looked weight drained. He was getting beat up in sparring. I think what happened was they were just like, "Dude, you're not looking good, man. We're gonna have to come up with something." You
taking it there, bro? You taking it all the way there? I'm not ready to take it all the way there, bro.
I'm just thinking, like, cause it like, man, we try to make you the star, man, but you ain't looking good in sparring. You do look like you had, you were supposed to get a surgery from a couple of years back. I think maybe it's time to get that surgery, and we just gonna say, hey man, you got, you had a torn retina or something. Like, to me, I just believe.
Damn, you the first person that really went all the way there. I'm not ready to go all the way there. Like I said, I believe Errol Spence because of the money involved, the status of the fight, and the legacy. I don't believe Fabian Maidana. That's who I don't believe.
Yeah, but they're both on the same card, so
it don't matter. I don't believe him. I believe they got him out the way. They probably gave him a 2,000 or 3,000 more than he was gonna get anyway, because he wasn't getting shit for that fight anyway. Wasn't making no real money for that fight.
Yeah,
they gave him a couple of thousand more. Step aside, let Ugas fight Manny to save this card, and we'll get you a fight later down the road somewhere, or at all. If not, go back to Argentina with your brother and spend his money.
See, Shelton, that's my whole thing. I know they move it. That's my whole thing, Shelton. Like what's I ain't the smartest guy in the world. Oh, wait a minute. As I said before, damn man, I hurt my eye. I hurt my eye. My eye hurt. We got to postpone the fight. My eye hurt. Okay, cool. So you call Maidana, Maidana, man. This what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Maidana, listen, man. Errol Spence gonna have to pull out of the fight with Manny Pacquiao fight. So Maidana like, okay, cool. So what you gonna do with me and Ugas? So me and Ugas, we gonna take the prime slot. He say, nah, the fight's still gonna go on, and Pacquiao's still gonna fight. Well, who Pacquiao gonna fight? Pacquiao's gonna fight Ugas. Well, how's he gonna fight Ugas when I'm fighting Ugas? He say, man, you got an eye injury. What you mean I got an eye injury? Ain't nothing wrong with my eye. I said you got an eye injury. Man, there's nothing wrong with my eye. Listen, okay, I need you to come down to the PBC headquarters. Come down to the PBC headquarters. When the meeting over with, he got an eye injury. Somebody don't punch him in his eye. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Cartel on him. Check the cartel on him.
Okay, so
man, listen.
So why does it turn into if this? Bold, you've got to turn the echo, my G. Why does it turn this into? Because I always thought to myself, they've picked the eye injury that is serious enough, but not on the scale of where it's a detached retina. A detached retina is near enough game over. A slight tear, which they keep specifying that it's a slight tear, you can heal between 1 and 4 weeks after your laser surgery. So with that being said, him going into sparring a month later and then talking about he will have a fight in November, December with the name that was thrown out there was Bud Crawford. What does this mean? Well, so why didn't you fight Bud before? So now that you haven't got
Bud's fighting in November. Bud got a mandatory in November, so that's not true.
This is what he's saying.
That's not true. Bud has to defend that WBO belt, and it's been mandated by the WBO. He'll be doing that in November. That's when that fight is happening.
So this is what I'm saying. So you see the many inconsistency.
Yes.
And I want to know why. This is why people are saying, and this is why people are questioning this injury. Happy birthday, by the way, Shelton.
Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate that.
I didn't say it publicly on here. I said it on the chat.
I appreciate that, Queen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I just think that Errol the injury is real because Errol has nothing to gain.
Yeah, I know.
Pulling out of this fight. He has everything to lose by pulling out of this fight. So if he could have went, I truly believe Errol would have went. He just can't go. Now, like me and Coach was saying, it's not him. It's Maidana is where the bullshit is starting to get in the game. Because see, he's not a major player. No one cares what happens to Fabian Maidana. So they can pull him off the card, move Ugas into that slot. Nobody's giving Ugas a chance in hell to win anyway. They save the cards and they move on. But you won't see, I'm telling you, I don't care what Atlas or Stephen A. Smith or any of those dudes over there on TV say or on the internet, you will not see Errol Smith in the ring until about January, February. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Sounds more likely. Yeah.
Hold on. And if you want to believe Showbiz the adult, because he said his sources say, he said he got sources deep within Errol Spence's camp. He can't reveal their name. He said, "Yeah, man, Errol Spence, it was a little small, easy-weasy, tight, tiny tear. He'll be back sparring next month, and he's expected to be back in the ring in December or January." I said, "Oh, goddamn." So now we have that going on. But
You're right.
what a flim-flam comes in at is Maidana. Or coincidentally, all of a sudden, oh, I hurt my eye is fine. Hey, man, we need you to come to PBC headquarters. Big Al, I see you in the chat. I believe you called Maidana into the office.
He did.
And then when he didn't want to fall for the shenanigans, one of your goons punched him in the eye. He came out of the office with a cut on his eye. Like I said, you got to pull out of the fight because your left eye is injured. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm pulling out of the fight. My left eye injured. Now, lo and behold, hey, Ugas, it's your turn up to bat to fight Manny Pacquiao. Everything just lined up perfectly. It was just too coincidental for me.
Hey, Coach and Chan, can I ask you guys a question? This is for Coach and Chan. Bo, check this out. See where I'm going with this. This is for Coach and Lady Chan. 2 questions. Number 1. Why was Ugas sparring a left-handed fighter 3 weeks before the fight when he's fighting a righty?
Man, because it's the flim-flam. They knew 3 weeks ago or a month ago that Errol Spence was going to need surgery.
Yeah.
Now, question number 2. Question number 2. Why is Errol Spence doing hard sparring 14 days before a big fight? Anybody who's been in the ring knows 3 weeks out from a major fight, all hard sparring stops.
We weren't doing hard
Now, you know, if you do a little body work, you do a little conditioning, trying to stay sharp, but you're not doing no more hard sparring 3 weeks before the fight.
Who's to say that when that leaked video was that he was actually sparring at the time when that video got leaked? How do we not know that video was actually done 4 weeks before he got the brakes beaten off him, and that's when they realized they've done the physical or the medical or whatever and realized then, and hence switched everything round and made it look like that it's just happened now. But that's why.
Yeah, I believe that he, before big fights, 2 weeks out, Coach. Now, you know this yourself. 2 weeks out, they have a pre-fight physical. 2 weeks out from the fight. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I believe that Errol failed it. That's what I think.
Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I was going back to what I was saying earlier, Shelton. I think this man, I think Al got this whole thing scripted like Tyler Perry, man. Yo, this dude, they already knew Errol Spence wasn't looking good in camp. He looked weight drained. And then they came up, and to me, I just think that surgery was going to happen regardless whether he was going to fight or not. I thought they was going to try to wait until after the fight with Manny Pacquiao to get that surgery. But the fact of the matter that Errol Spence didn't look good and he looked weight drained, they just said, hey, man, go ahead and get that surgery right now. And we're going to put Ugas in there with him. Like, I think this whole thing is scripted. But, that's just me being a conspiracy theorist.
Are you a noted conspiracy theorist?
Well, I say, like I told Coach, I think I told Chan, Bo, I think I told you. I'm just glad they caught it. I wouldn't want that man going in the ring with this guy, and he's got that type of injury because that could make it worse. It could make it detach. Anything. I'm just glad they caught the shit before he got in the ring.
So is it safe to say that Errol Spence has not ducked Manny Pacquiao, and the only reason what we said?
No, he didn't duck Pacquiao. Why would you duck Pacquiao? Everybody at 47, Chan.
Yeah, but we're keeping the same energy because if this happened to anybody else, they would have said it's a duck.
But they're idiots, though. You can't listen to dumb people.
No, but they have said
anybody at 47. Listen to me, Chan.
Anybody
that's fighting right now at 147 wants the Manny Pacquiao fight. Anybody would take it. Anybody would take it. So he didn't duck that.
You've misheard me. Everybody said it's a duck. Hang on.
And what's suspense, though?
Can I speak? 1 sec. Hello.
Go ahead.
People have said it's a duck to other fighters I'm saying they would say if this was Anthony Joshua, like we said, Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, they've said they've ducked. So all I'm saying
I agree they would say that, but they're stupid. We all know they're stupid. We've been calling them out for the last 6-7 months on their stupidity and their hypocrisy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did. That's not surprising to me. I'm just telling you what I know as a former fighter and a former competitor, when you get the call from Manny Pacquiao, you answer.
Yeah,
that's the call you want.
Yeah.
And nobody's turning that down if they can fight. Errol can't fight. That's the only reason why he's not in that fight. He can't fight. He won't get cleared. They won't clear him.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, my thing is this though. It's like, if to me, yeah, naturally, yeah, you take the fight, right? But if the PBC is trying to make a real star out of Errol Spence, and you see this guy's not, regardless of if he had a torn retina or not, if you see this guy not looking good in camp, and he looks weight drained, they're not going to chance that, because it's not like Manny Pacquiao is really in his prime. I mean, he's already past his prime. And Errol Spence, they trying to push him out there. So I don't think they would take that chance for him personally to go fight Pacquiao.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying that they made a business decision. I think Big Al in the chat, you made a business decision, right? I don't think Errol Spence. No, the only reason I'm saying he ducked, because if it was anybody else, it's a duck. But I don't think he ducked just for the sake of believing that. I think that they made a business decision, like you said. He probably needed that surgery done. Now, this is the question that I have. I have two questions. Now, well, I'm gonna go here first. When did Manny Pacquiao find out about this? Because I spoke to someone deep in Manny Pacquiao's camp, and I mean deep. I mean like CIA, the FBI. You know, that deep. You know what I mean? And he told me that Manny Pacquiao just found out about this accident that happened to Errol Spence a couple days ago. So a couple days ago was I would say Tuesday. He said he found out when the news broke. He found out like right before the news broke, that day or the day before. That's when Manny Pacquiao found out.
And he was cool as cucumber.
Now, if that's the case, and they're making it seem like, well, Errol just found out. No, that you say 2 weeks before the physical, 2 weeks before the fight, they do a physical. If they knew right then, they didn't say nothing to Manny Pacquiao about it until this week.
But that's why
hence the three opinions, Coach. Hence the three opinions.
Right. Manny Dixon saying, because he already knew.
Right, the three opinions, but Manny didn't know. So
Manny did.
Oh, you saying Manny
would you
did
tell
know?
him? Would you tell him? Think about it. Would you tell him? I'm trying to go get three opinions. Somebody gonna clear me. I'm not telling him shit. I don't want this fight to go nowhere.
That's why when
when
they asked Manny was like, yeah, I just prayed for him. There was no like, oh, whoa, like, yeah. Like, Manny was cool as cucumbers. Like, yeah, anyway, and we moved. We prayed for him and we moved. Manny knew. Look, Manny Dixon said the same thing because he knew. If you're saying that 3 weeks ago, this could have been out. Manny knew 3 weeks ago.
He knew. He had to know. So Manny probably like, look, it's Ugas. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of him anyway. I'm down with it. So yeah, Ugas is be a more easier fight. But this another thing. Oh, I'm going here now. I'm going here. You follow me? Nevada Athletic Commission is a cricket organization. We can't trust them. You want to know how I know?
How you know?
Because when Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, I'm going there. Tyson Fury was allowed to cheat Deontay Wilder. Nevada Athletic Commission was there. They allowed Tyson Fury to put egg whites in his glove and assault Deontay Wilder in the ring. They allowed Tyson Fury to take the padding out of his glove in order to assault and beat up Deontay Wilder. So the narrative was, we can't trust the Nevada Athletic Commission because Nevada Athletic Commission was cricket. They allowed a foreigner in Tyson Fury to come to America and defeat and cheat Deontay Wilder. This was the narrative. So what I want to know is this here. Am I now to believe the same Nevada Athletic Commission? Yeah. Am I allowed to believe that same commission that permitted Tyson Fury to cheat? They conspired against Wilder to cheat him. So now you want me to believe that same Nevada Athletic Commission when they say, yeah, Errol Spence got an eye injury, and Nevada said, no, what I want to know is, am I to believe him or am I not to believe him?
Yeah.
Well, so you could believe him. Hold on, Coach. You could believe him if it fits your narrative. If it don't fit your narrative, then you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
If it fits your narrative, then you believe them. But if it don't fit your narrative, then they crooked. So which one is it?
I want to know. Hey, Bo, what do you think about that, Bo?
No, I agree. I mean, I just know when you was telling that story, I know a lot of the fans, you know, from the other side of the street probably coming over here like, oh man, coach spitting some knowledge right there. Oh yeah, that really did happen, man. He allowed them to put egg weights in the gloves and everything.
Yeah. So now we can't trust them. But when it comes to Errol Spence, oh, they found he had a tear.
You
Oh,
gotta
now we supposed to trust him now? Now we supposed to trust him?
This is
How
why
we know-
these types of things happen.
Shan, how we know that Al didn't call Nevada? Look here, baby boy. Errol ain't looking good. We need you to find a way. I'm gonna shoot you some bread under the table. Big Al, we're gonna shoot you some bread under the table. We need to just find Spence don't need to be cleared for this fight. Why he don't need to be cleared for the fight? There's nothing wrong with him. I said you need to find a way not to clear him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, next time you know, he haven't got cleared. Hey, okay, I need to go to 3 different doctors. Okay, Errol, you don't believe in Nevada? No, man, this is gonna be the biggest fight of my career. I need to go to 3 different doctors. Okay, I'm gonna send you to 3 different PBC doctors. We're gonna go to Dr. Al. We're gonna go to the doctor that doctor number 1 from Al Heyman, doctor number 2 from Sam Watkins, and doctor number 3 from Leonard Ellerby. All of them, all of them say the same thing, dog. All of them say the same thing. He can't fight. Okay. What about Maidana? Oh, well, don't worry about him. We don't take care of his eye already. He know what time it is now. You know what I mean? Ugas, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't got no proof of none of this I'm saying now, but I'm just saying.
Let me ask a question. Lady Chan, let me ask you a question, please.
Sure.
Do you believe the Nevada State Athletic Commission when they say Errol Spence is not cleared to fight?
Know the answer. Because do I believe him? Bro.
It's a simple question, yes or no?
I don't know. I believe them, yeah. In the grand scheme of things, yes. Do I believe them? Yes, I do.
Okay, Bo, you believe him?
I don't even know what to believe, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you'd hope to believe them. Yeah, you'd hope to believe them, wouldn't you? But what I'm saying is there a possibility that they could be lying? Yes. So this is what I'm saying.
If you listen to the narrative that's been spun for the past 19 months, of course they lying.
Yeah,
they say they're racist against black people. They hate all black fighters. Black fighters need to stand up against them because they racist and they allow foreigners to come over here and cheat. Last time I checked, Manny Pacquiao's a foreigner, right?
Yeah.
They say they allow foreigners to come over here and cheat. They cheat the black man out of his greatness and his glory.
But see, that's the race hustling narrative from like really 3 main people that be pushing it, and it's Dante's Boxing Nation, Fred, and Blue Blood.
But those are 3 same people that's telling you to believe. But those are the same 3 people that you just mentioned that's telling you to believe that Errol Spence has an eye injury and he ain't ducking. Right?
You know the crazy about it?
Exactly. So when it suits them, Garden State is telling the truth, and when it's not coming to their great.
So you be quiet. So which one is it? Tell me which one it is.
You know the crazy part about it though is that those are the main 3, right? They be pushing the the race hustling narrative. Hey, we got to stand by black people, right?
Yeah.
But all 3 of them, they're not even with black women. Like none of them, and they all got mixed kids. Like I swear to God, every last one of them, they got mixed children. But they be trying to push that. Hey, stand by the black man. Stand. We got to stick together. I'm like, you don't even support a black woman.
Can I just interject? What we're saying is there's nothing wrong with that if they wasn't talking about they only go and they're pro-black. There's no problem being with any other race or having
right. Yeah, I agree with that. I just look at them as like hypocrites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. What you're saying, Bo, is how you love your people so much you won't even marry one.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. So really, which one it is? Like
I get it. I understand it. I mean, I'm just saying that's why I rock with my man Coach Malachi Williams, because I've always been the type of person who likes to form my own opinions about shit. I don't need you telling me that I need to hate Top Rank and Terrence Crawford is not black enough and Anthony Joshua is not black enough and I need to ride with everything the PBC says, not have no thoughts of my own, just listen to you speak and whatever you speak, I regurgitate it. I can't do that. That's not me.
And you know the crazy part
saying?
about it? You know the crazy part of it, Shelton? I was watching Blue Blood video this morning with the Bernard Hopkins name. Blue Blood was so much of a man fan of Errol Spence. This dude started talking about how Hopkins was faking an injury or faking a whole bunch of injuries when he fought Chad Dawson, to the point that they had to stop the first fight, and then they had a rematch and he beat him again. But he was trying to say Bernard Hopkins were faking injuries and stuff like that, just because Hopkins said something about Errol Spence.
So this is the new update thing, Bold, is what they're now attacking Bernard Hopkins.
Oh yeah.
You know what that's a sign of? Now, Coach, I want to know if you would agree with me on this. When every time somebody says something you don't agree with, you attack them. You know what that's a sign of to me? That's a sign of a low IQ.
And insecure.
Yeah, you know, I say this all the time. You know, that's why I say the SLDBC. These guys have a very low IQ fan base. And then you know they're low IQ when you can't defend your position intelligently with facts, and you start degrading people and calling them coons and Uncle Toms and this and that and yada yada yada, your own people. Like I don't get it. Okay, wait a minute. Like Terrence Crawford is
I'm gonna send you something and you're gonna die. Sorry.
He's dark skinned, and you're saying he's Toby. He get paid $5.5 million a fight. He's Toby, and you tear him down, and you're using the same racial terminologies that you said you're fighting against from other races. From you know what I mean? Like, no, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm looking at their Twitter account right now, and PBC Twitter account.
Well, I'll just say sorry. I'm dying.
It's crazy.
I'm dying. I just saw something and I'm dying.
I'm like, bro, did you see the Twitter? You see the Twitter account?
It's sad because people tend to forget that contrary to popular belief, y'all, the slave ship stopped everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we know. But we're not going to be going into this,
He
this
poked
topic.
himself in the eye.
Yeah. We're not going to give people
what I want to know is why so many people, like these people, that nobody's buying it. I'm on PBC's Twitter feed, Shelton, Bo. I'm looking at their Twitter feed, and they got a picture of, like, this is just, let's come outside and had a Band-Aid on my eye, and then say, and then PBC.
So you are alluding to the fact that it's fake then. Which one is it, Mal?
I don't know what to believe. I'm confused.
See?
Big Al.
I'm saying.
Big Al. Where Big Al at?
Big Al said,
Big Al,
no, shut.
Big Al, you got some questions. You got some questions that need answering. And the problem is because it's just too mysteriously, man. It's just too much coincidences and mysteries and. Man, and
I'm saying, it sounds like you don't believe the injury exists, Mal.
Man, I don't know what to believe, man. I just
and that goes back to what I was saying earlier, Coach. Hey, Coach, you heard my narrative earlier, Coach?
I don't know what to believe.
hey, Coach, you heard my narrative earlier?
What?
Hey, when I was talking about the whole Martin show, you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, man.
I'm gonna stick with my first answer that I gave you, Chan. I believe that Errol's injury is real. I don't believe Fabian Maidana's injury is real.
But what would be the reason just who cares? Like, we don't.
Because you need to free up Ugas, and Fabian Maidana is a nobody.
Yeah,
nobody's ever who's heard of him.
Yeah, and it's not really a big draw anyway. So
nobody cares about Fabian Maidana if he gets a fight or not. No one cares. Nobody cares. If I never saw Fabian Maidana fight again, I would not lose any sleep.
Yeah, neither would I.
So nobody cares about him. So get him out the way. Let Ugas fight Pacquiao. Save this card. Let this guy heal up, and he'll come back. I figure around maybe February, probably March. Fight a tune-up, and then they probably put him in another big fight if there's one for him.
Yeah. Mal, can you check your check WhatsApp though? Just check it for like 5 seconds. Click the link, and check for 5 seconds. I don't know. I just died.
This don't,
and
man.
just died. I died, and maybe I shouldn't have died, but I died.
I mean, Shelton, man. I'm trying to. I'm trying to, Deontay.
Oh, I died. I feel bad.
I mean, if you think about it, just think about it logically. Just use logic, right? Who is easier to dismiss, Errol Spence or Fabian Maidana? Who's easier to dismiss?
Fabian Maidana, obviously.
Dismiss his ass. Send him back to Argentina. Give him some money. Get out of here. You ain't fighting today.
I'm not fighting today. I never really.
Is he even ranked? Is he even ranked?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, it was at the same time when it was spoken about, so I just decided to have a look, and then that came up, and I was like, "Oh, snap!"
Listen, hey, this what gets me shot. Hey, Sharon, can you share my my screen?
I can share it.
Oh, you gonna go outside? Okay.
Yeah, I want. Okay. So a lot of people under here ain't buying it. You say none of people here ain't buying it, on this chat. But no, this is what I wanted to show you, right? Because this is hilarious. Down here is hilarious. These guys, got people who saying get well, champ. You know what I mean? But then some people like they ain't buying it. Like, why the fans not buying it? Because they just don't trust. It's too many coincidences. It's just too coincidental. Like you said, Shelton, what makes it look bad is not the fact that Errol Spence had an injury. Okay, cool, that's fine. What makes it look bad is Fabian Maidana has a quote-unquote similar injury around the exact same time. Conveniently, he gets moved out of the way. Ugas gets pushed in. Okay, now, this is why I say he wasn't looking good. He was getting the brakes beat off of him in sparring. Look at this guy.
He don't look like 147.
Shelton, look at him. Now,
I see it. I see it. I saw it. I see it.
Hold on. I want you to look at the date. Derek James, constantly grinding, fight time.
Yeah.
Everlast, team Smart Stop, core reps. That was 6 days ago.
Right.
That was 6 days ago.
Right.
Right? And this is how this guy's looking before the weigh-in of the fight.
Happy.
2 weeks before the fight, this is how this guy's looking. Now, I want to show you somebody who had to make weight the day before the fight. Let me show you somebody who had to make weight the day before the fight.
Stellar condition.
Bam. This is Virgil Ortiz, as you can see. He's 5'11".
Yeah.
This guy's 5'9". Guess who is 5'9"? Guess who else is 5'9"?
Mean Machine.
The Mean Machine is 5'9". Now look how healthy the Mean Machine looks. His cheeks is not sucked in. He has a six pack. Now last time I checked, last time I checked, he's from European descent, right? He's from European descent. So I know the brother man's supposed to have the better genes. We supposed to be, you know what I mean? The better genes. That's the narrative. But guess what though? This guy is European descent. He's Latino descent. He is. Look how he looks the day before the fight. They weighed in at like 146. They made like 146. 5'11", 5'9". They look like they made weight real good. This guy is 2 weeks before his fight, and look how he's looking.
He looks like a 10-year-old. I can't believe that was in there. I saw that on your show. I couldn't believe it.
So I'm like, you know what? I believe he wasn't looking good. We saw footage of. They say he was getting the brakes beat off of him in sparring. He wasn't looking good. He had if he had a retina tear, somebody tore it. Somebody had to punch him in the eye to tear it. It didn't tear itself. So look, dog. Baby boy, you ain't looking too good. You might catch. Look at this. Look at this. My name is Al Heyman. My cash cow, my prize fighter out of my entire roster at the PBC is 2 fighters. It's Errol Spence and it's Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Now, I need my guy to come through, but he's not looking good. And the way Manny Pacquiao was looking, and let's look at Pacquiao. Pacquiao smiling, cheesing. You know what I mean? Pacquiao looked damn good. Like when they showed Errol Spence standing next to Manny Pacquiao at the Fox Studios, when they had the interview and stuff like that, bro, Pacquiao smiling, cheesing, like, hey man, I'm making weight real good. Everything, I'm happy. Manny Pacquiao, yada, 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 yada. Listen, if I see my fighter getting ready for a championship fight looking like this, and these guys, and he's getting the brakes beat off of him in sparring, and these guys are looking like this the day before their fight tomorrow, you know what? Dude, you got a torn retina anyways. Let's go ahead and get that repaired. Maidana, what's up? Look, dog, you got your eye messed up. come to the office. If your eye not messed up, come to your office. We're gonna make sure it get messed up. We're gonna punch him in the eye. His eye messed up. Ugas slide in, and then
The only thing that really makes me not believe things is the fact that Maidana and Errol have the same injury in the same eye at the same time. That's what's fishy for me.
Hold on. As a matter of fact, wait. Now this is Maidana's Instagram page. I don't see no pictures of him over here. Okay, it was eye. But hold on, I got something else. Wait a minute. Wait. Shan, take it off the screen share for a minute. Take it out the screen share because I got something else. Hold on, because I don't want you to think I'm capping.
Hang on.
Okay, I don't want you to think I'm capping. Where is boxing? Where is the boxing? Like this is. Man, Sheldon, I ain't trying to be no conspiracy theorist, but goddamn it, right now, if I was a conspiracy theorist, this would be the conspiracy that I will be theorizing about right now. You know, so if I was, hold on. Let's get to now. This what made me feel like, wait a minute, man, this ain't making no damn sense. Hold on, Errol Spence.
Big Al, funny, man.
Big Al, it said you was a detective in another life now.
Boxing. Here you go. Boxing news. I'm looking up for boxing news. Where you at? Boxing news 24. All right, here we go. All right, share the screen. Share the screen again. Now, this what makes me all of a sudden look fishy now. In a crazy coincidence, Shelton, Fabian Maidana, I didn't know Marcos Maidana had a little brother. Fabian Maidana reportedly suffered a similar eye injury as Errol Spence Jr. did last Monday. The same time Errol Spence realized that he had a partially torn retina, which was last Monday, during a sparring session to prepare for his title, his title against to prepare for to become WBA welterweight champion against Jordanis Ugas on August 24th. Now he's fighting on the same fight card, the fight having the championship fight against Ugas, the same day that him and Errol Spence for the fight Maidana. Fight Manny Pacquiao. He received a similar injury. Now, unless this guy was fighting, where's that? Unless this guy was fighting without headgear, he received a similar injury. Come on, man. Come on. Now, Errol Spence eye didn't look like that.
What I said earlier, coach, is the same thing I'm gonna say now. They asking us to believe a whole lot.
Right.
They asking us to believe a whole lot.
Nothing similar about that injury.
Oh, and check this out, Chan. News flash for you, Chan. I just got this over my feed from ESPN.
What?
Plant and Canelo are nearing a deal.
Plant and Canelo.
They're reaching a deal. They're nearing a deal. Just came on the ESPN feed.
Now here's my thing. Why did Canelo not take that fight with Bivol when they were trying to entertain that one?
He never wanted to fight Bivol. He used Bivol as leverage. He never wanted to fight Bivol.
He better not fight Bivol. I meant better be, but I think he was using that as leverage to try to, And now all of this stuff happened. Guess what? Al Heyman. I got a thumbnail waiting on that. I got a video I'm gonna drop on that. I was waiting this. I got a nuclear bomb. I'm gonna drop on that incident there. Now, But anyway, that's all I'm saying, though. I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, but if I was, this will be the time for me to be one. In a crazy coincidence, a fighter who's fighting on your fight card, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, receives the similar injury to his left eye. They said it was a similar injury, but apparently it wasn't. He got a cut on his eye. If we to believe this, and guess what? Did he get this in the gym? What kind of headgear was he wearing? Oh, he wasn't fighting with headgear neither. So now if he wasn't fighting with headgear, we heard rumors we heard rumors that Errol Spence wasn't fighting with headgear. So coincidentally, two fighters fighting on the same fight card get the same injury, and both of them decide not to fight with headgear.
This is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying, man,
You're not a conspiracy theorist, but if you was, this was what it would mean to you.
Shelton,
but you're not a conspiracy theorist. I know.
You know, I'm thinking about being Barnaby Jones, Columbo, Cannon,
Columbo,
you know, Magnum PI,
Magnum PI.
You know,
Columbo's my favorite.
You know,
Columbo didn't know you did it from the first time you see
Barnaby Jones. You know, one shot Barnaby Jones. You know, remember Barnaby Jones? One shot Barnaby Jones. Barnaby hit you with one. Hey, listen, you could be 2 miles away. He pull out that snub nose 38, bam, and hit you from 2 miles away in the calf.
Yeah, why would you not be Barnaby Jones? I mean, shit. Everybody else is Barnaby Jones. Everybody else making up conspiracies and theories, and this is happening and that's happening. So why would you not?
Send the link to the ESPN. Where is the ESPN thing? I'm there looking at that.
Yeah, you got go to ESPN.com.
Oh, okay.
ESPN.com, and it'll pop up for you. It's right there on the ESPN app. I got it on my phone, so
I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to be optimistic. I want to believe this stuff. Yeah, I want to believe it, dog. I promise you, I want to believe it. But wait a minute. Okay, officer, why why am I under arrest? Well, you know, this bank got robbed about 15 minutes ago. Oh, it did? For $100,000.
You had something to do with it.
It did, and just coincidentally, we looked at the camera and it showed you right here at the same time where the bank got robbed at. Oh, that's just a coincidence. Oh, but coincidentally, when we popped your trunk, we found $100,000. The exact same amount of money that was taken from the bank in your trunk. Oh man, that was just a coincidence. That don't mean I robbed the bank. Now, it's a possibility that I didn't rob the bank, but it's just too goddamn coincidental that the exact same amount of money that was robbed from the bank, they found me on the camera, and it was coincidentally in my trunk when they searched it in my car. That's all I'm saying. That don't mean I robbed the bank though, but
no, that has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know,
it has nothing to do with me robbing the bank. Yeah, I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
It hasn't reached there yet. Whatever you're saying hasn't got to us here yet. I can't.
Okay, let me go and send it to y'all. I'm gonna send it to you, Chan. Let me go get it.
Because I can't.
I'll be right back.
Okay, because that would. Mal, you're gonna have to desecrate them again then.
Hold on, Shane. Hold on, Shane. Now this guy right here, pull this guy up. Hap lot typo.
Haplo.
Haplo. Pull him up.
What's he said now?
No, he said, no, pull him up. He said, what up, BHP? He said, lots of theories and not many facts. Guess what? I'm so happy you said that.
Where is this?
I'm so happy. Now, I don't know. Hold on. Wait, maybe he was talking about somebody. He was talking about somebody in the chat. I don't want to jump into that because maybe he was talking about somebody in the chat.
No, Hap, go on. Where is it? I can't even see it.
Maybe he was talking about maybe he was talking about maybe he's talking about somebody else in the chat because I was going to address that. You know what I mean? Because I keep something in the cut. Because if my brother is saying,
he's talking about what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
We're talking about what you're saying, not too many theories.
So he said, drop the link. I was talking about you, bro. Check it out. I'm glad you said that, right? I'm glad you said that because check it out though. You said a lot of theories, but no facts.
On the panel.
He said a lot of theories, but no facts. But guess what? We just went through this whole goddamn thing with Deontay Wilder. A whole lot of theories. Ed weights in the gloves, no facts.
Happy with Deontay Wilder's fan, by the way.
Mark Breland spiked my water bottle. No facts. We just went through this whole goddamn thing. So I'm glad you keeping that same energy because guess what? I just went through this exact same thing with the Twerkinator with all of these goddamn conspiracy theories, no goddamn facts. But now I'm taking the playbook from I'm taking the page from the Alphabet Boy channels and I'm spinning my own narratives. Now, goddamn it. Oh, and you ain't coming with no facts. Yes, but you're right about that. I'm not coming with no facts. These are theories. But guess what? I got it from the pro Deontay Wilder fanboy playbook. So if it's good for the Gunners, it was good for the Gunners.
You said drop the link. I've dropped it. Are you coming on? Or
yeah, you come on. Yeah, come on. I was just make me, you know, like show me.
Talking from the chat. Which one?
Jump on the panel, brother, and show me where it's different at. Show me where
the link to be dropped. I've dropped the link. Drop the link. I was talking about you, bro. I've dropped the link, and now you're talking in the chat. Which one are you doing?
No, he come on in. Just show me because I want you to educate me. Angela
He said,
McCain.
okay, I'm right, no facts. That's why I look, you don't want to come on. Chicken much?
No, guess what? Guess what, Haplo? I got the same amount of facts as Deontay Wilder have about what happened to him in the fight when he lost to Tyson Fury. I have those same facts.
Oh, here you, Hap. I thought you was being a chicken. Go ahead. Hi, Haplo.
Me? I never did. I never.
Haplo's a Deontay Wilder
when people
fan.
ask me, hey, you asked me to come on. I'm gonna hit that.
I didn't,
link.
but you are, so you can come on anytime.
Well, homeboy did.
No, he didn't. He didn't ask you to come on.
He was trying to talk to me, wasn't he?
No, he didn't ask you to come on.
So
he addressed you. None of us asked you to come on, but you're fine.
Go ahead and talk.
Okay, I don't need to come on. I don't need to come on.
You're fine to come on. You're fine to come on. We're just, if you're going to say the truth,
I mean,
nobody asked you to come on. But
if you're saying I'm a chicken or I'm not coming.
Yeah, because you said drop the link. So, and then I dropped the link and you were still talking in the chat.
I did because dude was addressing my point, and I was like, yeah, I'm talking about you, because he thought I might be talking about someone else.
Yeah, and I told him you were talking about. I know Haplo, Mal. He's like this. He's a Deontay Wilder fan, and this is. Go ahead, Haplo.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with being a
Deontay Wilder fan, but I am not down with any of the excuses at all in terms of fake excuses with no evidence. So you can say I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. That is.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Haplo?
So here's the question: do you believe all the excuses that were coming from the Wilders camp?
Shit. Can you still hear me or no?
Oh yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, can hear you. It went quiet. Can hear you.
I guess he left the building.
Oh no, I think he's had some issues. He'll be back on. Here's Charlton. He'll be back on. I hope. Haplo.
Did you guys get it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got the link.
Here's Hap.
Yeah, they fighting in November now. All of a sudden.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I'm so happy because sorry about that, Haplo. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. No, I was just listening into the whole conversation, and the person whose theory made the most sense to me was the guy with the S. I'm not sure his name.
Shelton.
Shelton. That's Shelton. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, but he made the most sense to me when he said it's possible, and this is not, I'm not saying this is a fact, this is just my theory that makes the most sense, that this guy had some kind of an injury that might need some surgery eventually. Like I have the same thing with my ankle. Right now, if I wanted to get an ankle surgery and fix the ankle, I could do it, but then I'm going to be off my feet for 3 weeks. Right? So it's possible that they knew about this injury that Errol Spence had in the eye. It wasn't that bad. Maybe he could have fought with it, maybe not, but he was taking a chance. And they just decided, due to the fortuitousness of the situation, where he could postpone the fight and maybe have extra time to get ready for Pacquiao, age Pacquiao out a little more. They know they're going to be able to make that fight eventually. So if he wasn't feeling 100% ready and he was concerned, they could be like, oh, you know what? His eye's fucked up. He really needs a surgery on it. It's been like this, for a minute. So, let's go have the surgery now. Sorry, we're going to postpone the fight. Bring in Ugas. That, to me, made a lot of sense. I've thought the same thing that Shelton had said earlier. And that's sort of where logic dictates my mind to go.
Yeah, but they're not. But the ship has sailed with the Errol Spence getting back. You're saying that he will get back the Pacquiao fight? No, he won't.
He might, because if you think about it, where else is there for him to go, really, except
nowhere?
Pacquiao or Crawford?
No, Haplo. I want to correct something, brother. I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic. Right.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
I'm being facetious. Now, I do believe Errol Spence got hurt. I do believe that. All I'm saying is, it's just coincident, and the reason why people are doubting, like I believe he got hurt because what does he have to gain by pulling out of this fight? He's losing money.
Time. Time.
Yeah, but he's losing money though. I'm saying I don't think he'll just do that himself. I think
not necessarily money because maybe he'll get even more money the next time around.
No, what happens is this, bro. You got to remember that all fighters, they pay for their training camp, especially top level guys. They pay for their training camp. So they don't get that money back until they fight.
Yes, for sure.
They losing money. That's a lot of money.
On the training
trips,
camp, yes.
plane tickets, food, all that shit. They got to pay for that.
Not necessarily because.
And then you're forgetting this, brother. Him getting the Pacquiao fight depends on Pacquiao's schedule because in the next election cycle, it's rumored that Pacquiao's running for president. If he's running for president, there ain't gonna be no fight.
Ain't coming no fight. He ain't coming to fight after he's
That's a big if he's running for president. Yes, that's true. But I think personally that it was a calculated risk. The whole thing was a calculated risk on Spence's part. He thought he might be getting a Pacquiao that was over the hill, and he was seeing things that let him know that wasn't the case. And maybe he just decided maybe now is time to get that eye surgery. That's a possibility too.
Man, you are really cutting. I mean what you're saying, but you really selling these dudes short. Because if I would think, I'm just saying for myself, if I'm the 2-belt unified welterweight champion of the world, I truly believe I can beat anybody on any night. Nobody can beat me.
But that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier.
But if you're the 2-belt,
my thing is, if the PBC was going to
welterweight champion,
everyone can't talk over it.
You may believe that, but then you're not having a good camp. You see this other guy who's like a killer, who's a legend, and he's having a great camp, and you're not having such a good camp. Maybe you think to myself, maybe a little bit more time would help me, and maybe I should have that.
Ooh, that's making him sound real soft.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. That's making him sound soft.
I'm not saying he faked the injury. I'm saying
no. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying
sound soft.
You saying that he don't have no confidence in his abilities is what you're saying.
Soft.
No, I'm saying he probably did have confidence in his abilities, and then he started having a bad training camp, and he saw Pacquiao was having.
No, he went soft. Yes, so he went soft.
So he took the exit.
Yeah, Taplow.
Coach, how that sound to you, Coach? How that sound to you, Coach?
So that's soft, Taplow. That's soft.
No, but I
didn't say soft. For the record, the word soft did not come out of my mouth. That was you guys.
It sounds soft.
You guys said soft.
That's soft. Yeah. For us, one all of a sudden is a two.
You guys said soft, not me.
No, you're not going to overtalk me on this show. Last time you got chucked off of the panel.
I just don't want to be blamed for saying he's soft when I didn't say that.
Haplow's you're gonna continue to annoy me. I can see it. You annoy me at the best of times.
Okay,
so let me speak. So what I'm saying is, we all heard that you didn't say it's soft. What we are saying is, if he has lost his own confidence, whether injury's real, injury's fake, who cares? What we're trying to say is that sounds soft.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't say Haplow said Spence sounds soft. We
because
said
Lady
Shan said that sounds soft, and Shelton Moore said that sounds soft. That's what we're saying.
Agreed.
All right,
that sounds soft to me.
Well, Haplow, this is what I have to say. Now, Haplow did not say that Errol Spence is soft. This is what Lady Shan and Shelton is saying. My issue with that is you are going to retire Pacquiao. You're going to be the one to beat him, retire him, whatever the case may be. What changed from I'm gonna be the one to retire him? I'm 2 weeks before the fight. What changed so drastically to the point to where you didn't feel confident that I need to go ahead and go through with this fight, and I'm gonna just decide to opt out to have the surgery? I need more time. Let's say we run with he needed more time. Why would you need more time? Like more time for what?
Okay,
you're gonna retire him. You know what I mean?
All right. Can I answer?
Don't be sarcastic. because you'd be
I'm not
answering
being
yourself in
sarcastic.
the
I just
chat.
want to be
You'd be answering
respectful
yourself
to
in the
No,
chat.
no, no,
to.
no, 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 Shane, he's fine. No, he's
No,
fine.
no, no,
Yo,
no, no,
go,
no.
yo, go
Leave
ahead.
me because I already know Haplo. This is what I'm saying. I know when Haplo tries to do push buttons, and you know it's easy to push mine, Haps. So don't do it. It's not 5 a.m. on a Friday yet. Let's go.
I got you. I got you. My feeling is this, bro. Based on what you just said, it's making a lot of assumptions. Like, first of all, I'm not in that camp and I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to say that right off the bat. I don't know what's happening in that camp. I don't know how he's feeling. Sometimes a guy will start a camp, starts off good, and then things start going wrong, problems start arising. You never know what it could be. It could be anything. And we're all speculating as fans who are outside the inner circle. So, and you know, there's always some people who say that they have the insider information. I tend to doubt that myself. But from what I see, the logic that I have in my mind is that something wasn't right in that camp. And that is why they elected to have that surgery now. I don't think he didn't have an injury. I think he probably did have something that required surgery eventually. But at this point in time, he elected to have that surgery now in order to give himself more time because his camp probably wasn't going good. But that's all speculation from me. And I'm
You know
putting that
what?
out there with facts.
Okay, you know what? I can go for that. So what? So since we speculated that, let's speculate and see what possibly could not have been going right in his camp to where he decided this is the time that I'm going to opt to have this surgery and risk not
Right.
getting the Manny Pacquiao fight.
Right.
No, I'm
You
asking
want
like
me
what
to?
what
Oh,
could have
you're
possibly
asking me?
happened?
What was the
Yes, sir.
context?
I want to hear that.
In sparring wasn't going well. He didn't feel right. You know, something in his personal life that we don't know about. You know, maybe there was some drama with somebody. Who knows? You know, it could have been a plethora of different things. But I suspect the most logical explanation would be that his camp wasn't going that well. His sparring partners were giving him some problems. He didn't feel like he was ready, and then maybe he decided to have the surgery now.
And which is what I said. I said that he was
I
probably
just
getting the brakes beat off of him in
Hey,
training camp. And
I got a question though. Check this out. So what if by some chance Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao? Is that going to mess up the flow of the money?
Oh yeah, if Ugas wins, like for sure, in terms of Spence, it messes up the money, but not necessarily in terms of PBC because I believe Ugas is with PBC, if I'm not mistaken, and then it could benefit PBC in a way if you think about it, because if Ugas were to win, which is possible, then they have 3 out of the 4 belts within the PBC thing. Spence can come back, fight Ugas, get that 3rd belt. Then he's in a much stronger negotiating position if the Crawford fight were to come up again, or even if the Pacquiao fight were to come up again. Because if Spence has 3 belts and Pacquiao has none, then it puts him closer to being on an even playing field, even though Pacquiao's a legend and he'll always be the A side, in my opinion. But it does bode better for, the PBC organization in general, not necessarily Spence, but definitely the organization.
so let me ask you another question. Now that's assuming that Manny Pacquiao is going to fight after he fight Ugas. This is an assumption. So if Manny Pacquiao says, you know what, man, I'm 42 years old, I'm running for president, I did what I can do. I tried to make this fight with Spence. I tried to make the fight with Crawford. That didn't work out. I tried to make the fight with Spence. He backed out. I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm moving on. Now what?
Well, I think that goes along with my point and supports my point that Ugas will get the benefit of the doubt, considering that normally when a fighter's about to retire, they tend to not get the favorable decision. Let's say it's a close fight between Pacquiao and Ugas. that they may just give it to Ugas, then they keep the belt over there at the PBC.
UGC Flame, UGC Flame. I always know that. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my G. Respect the host on all channels. Big ups, Lady Shan. Great live. Thanks. Person running the show. I'm here, listening and learning.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over,
boy. When Haplo came on, you're lucky you didn't get the sirens, Haplo.
Salute to UGC Flame, BHP, and all the UGC guys.
Can I say something real quick to respond to Haplo?
Yeah.
How y'all doing? I want to respond to the conversation that my brother Haplo was having with the other brother. How come it would seem so impossible for Spence to have a little speculation about Manny Pacquiao? How come no one would believe that it just might be him aging out Pacquiao a little bit more? Why does that seem so impossible?
That doesn't seem impossible to me.
No, I know that. I'm talking to the other brother.
No, the reason why I didn't say it seemed impossible, but my thing is you stated that, hey man, I'm gonna be the one to retire Manny Pacquiao. He's old. I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D to him. So my thing is, if you said all of these things, these are the words that Errol Spence said. Now, what changed from the time where you said I'm gonna retire him, I'm gonna do this and do that, and then now you're saying, you know what? Now I'm doubting myself.
Bad. Haplo's got bad audio. Haplo, you got to be muted.
He got to mute himself. Yeah, he got to mute himself.
I'm muted.
Who's not muted then?
That might be Shelton.
I'm muted.
Oh,
okay. No, I'm muted, bro.
Okay. Someone had bad audio.
Okay. So my thing is this here. Like the reason why I'm like, Errol Spence is younger, stronger fighter. He says he's going to beat Pacquiao down. He's going to retire him. So so in order for me to believe that narrative to where now. Well, maybe that means that maybe Errol Spence had second thoughts, and he said, "I'm going to try to age him out a little bit more before I fight him." Like, what changed from the confident, "I'm gonna beat him, I'm gonna retire him," Errol Spence, to, you know what? I'm having second doubts. Let me try to age him out and fight him later on as he gets older. And that's assuming you're gambling, because what if he's not there for you to fight him later on? Like, what changed? That's why that's so impossible for me to believe. Because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Again, I'm not inside the camp, and I don't know those intimate facts that you're.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the brother who asked me the question.
Hold on, I'll answer that. I'll answer that for you. If in fact that Errol Spence Jr. really did get injured during sparring, when you're wearing headgear, and usually these professionals wear the headgear with the padding that covers the front of your face. If he's getting a torn retina from sparring with that type of headgear and 16-ounce gloves, I'm sorry, but he is not ready for Manny Pacquiao.
No, I agree with that.
That is just the reality.
But I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Let me say this, Coach. Let me say this. Why do you need to age out a guy who's already 11 years older than you?
I know. Pathetic.
You're undefeated.
No.
You're the two-belt unified. Let me finish. You're the two-belt unified welterweight champion of the world. You're undefeated. What do you need to age him out for? He's 42 years old. Why you got to age him out? That makes no sense to me.
I don't think he's aging him out. I really think that he got injured during sparring and he's not ready for Manny Pacquiao. That is just the honest truth.
Yeah, but you said he's trying to age him out a little more. That's what you said. That's why I'm asking the question.
I said if. No. I said if. I'm telling you, I don't think that. I think he really did get injured during sparring, and the brother is just not ready for Manny Pacquiao. I'm sorry. If you're getting beat up in sparring, Manny Pacquiao was going to go in there and beat his ass, y'all. I'm sorry. That's just the reality.
Yeah, well, we agree with that. Everybody on the panel agrees with that. Yeah, you're right. We agree.
I agree with that too. I agree with that also. Again, I'm not saying he's not injured. I believe he is injured. You know what I mean? And he did the right thing for him. He did the right thing for himself. The issue that I have is, well, it's not even an issue. It's like, coincidentally, what's the guy name? Ugas is training the guy he was fighting.
Maidana.
You know, Maidana, coincidentally, he got an injury on his left eye as well. So that is
very fishy.
Which has nothing to do with Errol Spence. Has nothing to do with Errol Spence. So I don't want to make it seem like Errol Spence and Maidana conspired
Well, it
together.
has, but
Errol
it,
Spence
just
has
has,
his
it has. It's the same fight. It's the same.
Errol Spence has his injury, but now it's like,
Same
what are they?
card.
What's the backup plan? What's the backup plan? Well, we gotta have Maidana step aside. He gets an eye injury, coincidentally. We believe in coincidences, and now Ugas get that spot. That's all I'm saying. It just it's something they're not telling us. What they're telling us and what really happened is that's all I'm saying. You know, it's just too mysterious for me.
This is what I'm saying. No, nobody's got no answers for that, innit? But okay. Hap and Ross Clark. What do you think of what Bernard Hopkins has said?
I kind of agree with Hopkins. My problem with that though is Spence, because it's his own personal medical injury medical file. I don't think he's obligated to show people. If people don't believe him, that's our problem.
Okay, so do you think, just like we said, and I said this to Shelton, in the age of transparency, why not just show some kind of? I've seen fighters show, here's my X-ray, here's my MRI, show it, and let's move along.
Okay, and I'll tell you why. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he shows his medical file, or whatever. If you don't believe him, they're not going to believe him, no matter what.
No, if he shows his medical file, I believe you. That's the whole point of showing.
People didn't believe him.
Yeah, but you could get doctors, you could get doctors that'll say whatever you want them to say in order to get you what you want. I mean, you're going to tell me that Al Heyman doesn't have doctors that he's associated with that will say whatever they need to say in order to, make it seem like this is legit?
Maybe, but still do
I mean, he has a point with that, but at the same time, is a lot of people saying, "Hey, what? If we don't believe him, then why y'all? When it comes to everybody else, y'all want them to show proof, but then when it comes to Spence, nobody."
I mean, case in point, bro. Freddie Pacheco said that after the Frazier Ali 3 fight, that Ali should have never fought again and never passed a medical examination, but he passed all kinds of medical examinations, even though I know for a fact he had Parkinson's before he fought Spinks and before he fought Holmes. So, I mean,
and we're not disagreeing with that. Nobody's disagreeing with that. We understand that, but Spence is not on the level of Ali.
Exactly.
Doctors are people, and they will say what they need to say to make that money.
Okay, well, we want to hear them say what they need to say. We want to see the proof.
Yeah, you can't correlate Spence and Ali. That's just too big of a gap. You can't even correlate the two. Number one, he's
I'm not correlating them as fighters. I'm just correlating the fact that a doctor will pass somebody in a physical because that's Ali.
It would make
what I'm saying is this. This is what we say in Haplo.
Like that.
This is what we say in Haplo. Nobody is doubting that Spence was injured because it's too much on the line for him to pull out of this fight 11 days before the fight if he wasn't injured. Well, I'm saying, I don't know about the rest of the panel. What I'm saying is, I don't believe that Maidana is injured.
That's it.
Well, that's thing is what I don't. Too.
I don't care.
This is what I want to add on too. Like, if we're going to use that Muhammad Ali comparison, if you use that Muhammad Ali comparison, you got to think there was no social media, right? So there was no fans saying, "Oh, we don't believe you, Ali. We don't believe that. We want to see the records." I mean, in this day and age,
there were people noticing though that his speech pattern had changed. And
people noticed it, but nobody came out. Nobody came out and said, "Hey, Ali, you need to show us the the proof." Nobody said that. You know what I'm saying? Like this day and age, it's like if it's
they didn't have to say that because he came out with someone from I think it was the Mayo Clinic or one of the big huge hospitals in the United States here, where it's like, hey, we've been cleared, he's cleared. Those things are on YouTube. The interviews with the doctor.
Yeah, we know. I was there. I saw that. And the bottom line is, he should have never fought after Foreman anyway.
Yeah, because that's when he was hiding that. He already had the Parkinson's. Let me
respond to that. Can I respond to that with about him having Parkinson's? All right, so I'm a Muhammad Ali fanboy, straight up and down. I don't care. when Muhammad Ali was showing signs of Parkinson's, almost every sports reporter spoke on it, and almost every sports magazine at the time spoke on it. Has said it looks like Muhammad Ali is having problems. It looks like he's having issues with his equilibrium, so, which made Muhammad Ali challenge him. Oh no, I'm still pretty. I can still fight. Blah 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 blah. So they was talking about it back then.
Yeah, I know, but Muhammad Ali's camp was hiding it. That's what they were hiding it, actively hiding it.
Yeah, but Checo says he should have never fought. After the Thriller Manila, he should have never fought after Foreman.
But Pacheco wasn't hiding it. He didn't work Ali's corner after the Frazier the Thriller in Manila because of that.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I remember that. I understand that, but I'm saying he should have never fought that fight. He should have never fought after Foreman. Foreman should have been his last fight.
And can I just say, we got to keep the same energy, Mr. PBC, whoever loves the PBC. Do you remember when Tyson Fury got COVID, everybody was like, he's lying, he's ducking. Yeah, everybody on the panel remembers this, yeah? Yeah?
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, everyone remembers. How comes David Benavidez isn't ducking?
I felt like he was lying.
How comes, so is David Benavidez lying then?
No, I can answer that question. He can
be lying too.
I can answer that question, Shan. The reason why people feel that way about Tyson Fury is because he has a history of lying.
Yeah, but we're still keeping the same energy.
No.
He got COVID. They said he was ducking. David because he's a PBC fighter. All of a sudden, you don't hear one whisper of any of the PBC lot saying, it looks like PBC on this panel will say that David Benavidez needs to show proof like they was crying for Tyson Fury did.
No, you're right.
I'm not a Tyson Fury fan.
No, it is a double standard. I don't like Fury neither. It is a double standard. Yeah, absolutely. If these guys didn't have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. So yeah, it is a double standard. I do agree with it. But their argument would be, well, it's because Fury has a history of being a liar. They'll say that as it relates to him, but then when it comes to another fighter that's a non-PBC fighter, they will find a way to justify keeping that same energy to them as well. So no, basically you're right. Basically you're right.
Anything. David Benavidez, it's fine that he's got COVID and nobody's questioned it. Yeah. Nobody.
But Teofimo, they said Teofimo when he got pulled out for the fight Kambosos with COVID, they said that hey man, he's ducking.
Yeah,
he's not, he doesn't want to fight. Yeah. So you're right. They have double.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's why I don't listen to none of you bullshitters. Chat rubbish. Yeah.
The reason why they're not talking about Benavidez because Benavidez is an overhyped bum that nobody cares about.
How is he an overhyped bum?
I'm being facetious.
I don't. So do you think he's an overhyped bum, or you don't really think he's an overhyped bum?
I think Canelo will beat his ass pretty easy. How about that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but that wasn't for the Canelo fight. Why we was talking about that though? Why he popped for COVID? It's for his other fight. Nothing to do with Canelo. But thanks for bringing Canelo in because Canelo got told that he was ducking Caleb Great Plant out of here. Great elite fighter, Caleb Plant, the elitist of the elites.
Canelo will stop Caleb Plant.
I know, but if you love
would he stop him with or without the clenbuterol?
He'll stop him with the roids, whatever Canelo is on. The Plant will get stopped. Either way it go, I don't care about him being on roids. They're all of them athletes is on roids, if you ask me. So it's an even playing field.
Canelo, they hate him. They can't keep the same energy for Canelo for what they can with their fighters. That's why I dismiss it. Water for ducks back. I don't listen. I don't take none of people. What Haplo just said. I've forgotten it already. Because
the thing is like it's like what coach has been saying.
Oh, the clenbuterol. Okay.
It's what coach has been saying for the past couple weeks.
Egregious.
I forgot what you said.
It's what coach has been saying the whole week. You know what I'm saying? That if it was another fighter and not their favorite fighter, he would be ducking. He's soft. He's scared. He pulling out the fight because he don't want to smoke.
Yeah,
all this old stuff. But now that it's their favorite fighter, Errol Spence. oh, why are you guys being so hard on him? And why are you guys being so hard on other black fighters when you say you started your organization to protect all black fighters? Well, we know that's a lie because you don't protect all black fighters. You protect the black fighters that you like. And the ones you don't like are coons, sellouts, top-ranked Tobies, not black enough. AJ ain't black. He from England. All this old weirdo shit. So, in my opinion, you guys have become what you say you despise. Makes me sick.
Fanboys make me sick. So, because they just don't have any points. As soon as you say something and they go, what about this? What about that? No, bitch. Canelo does the damn thing. Caleb Plant doesn't. Drop it. Cut it out.
Yeah, I'm equally speculative of anybody who drops out of a fight at the last minute. I mean, sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not, but we're not on the inside. We're on the outside looking in. So, we have to go by whatever information they put out. And my skepticism tells me that, that's not always accurate information. I don't think we have accurate information on Fury. I think that was probably fake with the COVID thing. I think it was more about his daughter being born and him not wanting to miss that. And I think that with Benavidez, I don't believe it until I see the proof. Just like with Spence, I don't believe it until I see the proof either. So there's equal opportunity skepticism on my part.
But with Caleb Plant, he's been ducked by Canelo. You made sense up until then.
I didn't say that.
Who said that? Which was that you, Ross Clark? Who said what about the clenbuterol?
Oh, what about it? What did I say?
Who said? I can't remember who said what. Someone said what about the clenbuterol? When I
somebody was talking about the clenbuterol kid.
All of these athletes, in my opinion, is on something.
No, that was Bo. I think that was Bo. Hey, Shane, I gotta get ready to bounce.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up the show. It's 2 hours.
All right, so let me go ahead and drop
it. He's talking about the clenbuterol kid.
It's 2021. This is the age of PEDs in every single sport. For us to think that a lot of these high-profile athletes is not on something would be really naive. I'm being honest.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I do agree with that because I don't have any proof. I don't have any proof, but I think was it Floyd Mayweather, and if you want to take what he said with a grain of salt, and I heard other people say when these elite athletes that's been playing at a high level, like a LeBron or whoever, Terrence Crawford or whoever, whatever fighter, they say that every fighter is on something, some way, form, or fashion. Now, has it been proven? No, but this is what some athletes, former athletes, have said. It may not. I'm not on their level, so maybe they know something more than what I know. Again, I'm not saying anyone is on anything, but until you get caught, I don't know. But that's what they say, whoever they is.
That's what they say in the legal system, right? Doesn't matter what you know, matters what you can prove.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, Lady Chan, my phone's dying. I just want to say thank you for having me on. It was good chopping it up with you guys. And,
thank you, Lady Chan. Thank you, panel. Look to everybody.
I hope to be on. I hope to be on again.
Thank you guys for coming.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Always welcome. Definite. All right. Shout out to where they can find you, Mal.
All right.
Bold. We haven't even heard you. Bold.
Oh yeah.
Anything. Bless you, Bold. I forget you're on the panel sometimes.
Yeah, you can follow me on. You can find me on Instagram at Coach Malachi Williams at Coach Malachi. Spell it the same way you spell the last book of the Old Testament. Malachi. Coach Malachi Williams on Instagram. New Media Today USA Boxing. New Media Today USA Boxing on YouTube. Go live 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday from 3:00 Eastern Standard Time to 5:00. If you're in the UK, that's from 8 to 10. Other than that, that's it, man.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, no. 8 to 10. Thanks, Mal. Massively
all right, thanks, man. Hey, happy birthday to my big brother, the big homie. Shelton. That's my hold on. We got
thank you.
Super chat.
Okay.
Thank y'all, man. I
Happy
appreciate
birthday,
y'all, man.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Thank you, brothers. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Chan. You know, I appreciate y'all so much.
It's all good. Hope you had a great day, Shelton. Thanks for coming here on your birthday as well. Massively appreciated, King. Massively
No
appreciated, Bold, as well.
Hey,
No
thanks
problem,
for having me
Chan. You
on the
guys
show.
have a good night. Bo, I see you probably tomorrow or next week or whatever. I know I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Chat, thank you guys for participating. Appreciate all you guys. Chan, you know how we do it. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute.
I know, for sure. Thank you for joining me on the show. You're always welcome as well, Bold. Anything you want to say?
Nah, just great show as always, and thanks for having me on the show, and looking forward to the next one.
Always. Thank you, my brother. You're always welcome, by the way. So thank you for joining me. And we're going to give everybody a shout out. So, guys, Ronald Finkley, King KO, Roy Jones Jr., Paul Evans, Abe, Big Al on the scene, Uncle Ratchet, Merle Dixon, EB, AB, Paul CX, Egg Shaped Form. Who else we got? Late Show 42, Javi Santana, King KO, Legal Tender. Who else have we got? We have, gosh, some of you guys have really been chatting. DJ Georgie Porgy, Anthony Prince, JK Green. We already said you, Javi, didn't we? Graham Taylor, you're large each and every time. Troy Smoke Alarm, you're large each and every time. Ezra Adair, UGC Flame, you're large as well. New Media Today, USA Boxing Coach Malachi. Happy birthday to the King, Shelton Moore. Haplo, big up to you. You're annoying so-and-so, you. Ross Clark, Bold, big up to you as well. Who else do we have? Thank you for everybody that super chatted. Massively appreciated. So, what do we have to do? What's the sign-off words? Oh yeah, Jerome Benjamin, I see you. See you, Jerome. Uncle Roberts, everybody. You have all been saluted. So, yo, hey there, it's Leah Disham, rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gone. Ra, 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 ra. Gone.
Round one, fight.